Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome to the morning show.
Who's on board?
Good
morning, Daniela. Bring yourself over.
Good morning! Oh my God!
And the crowd goes.
Daniela's on board. Wow.
You proved me wrong.
Is that what this was? This was an exercise to see if I could prove you wrong?
You know, yesterday,
Wow.
and I gotta tell you something. You don't think that anybody watches the show. But yesterday I had all these people telling me, oh, I heard you fell. Oh, I heard that you do all your work from your sitting position.
You did a nice job doing all your work from this position today.
But it
I
worked.
know. Michael almost put me over the edge with what's this wire go to? And I'm like, no, stop. Don't plug anything else in. I couldn't be in 2 rooms at the same time. You were sitting someplace. I don't know. But you did it. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Nice job.
All right, on Dawn's mic, you got to raise the pod.
So push the slider up.
Up.
I'm number 1.
Oh, you're 1?
Yeah,
Yep.
so bring it up.
Slide that up.
Okay.
Keep going, I'll tell you when.
Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, happy Wednesday, everyone. It is Wednesday, right? It's hump day. Wow, it's so hump day. It's all I can say. But I'm like exhausted. I was exhausted last night. My head was spinning, and I rolled right into the morning doing the same exhaustion.
That's good.
And all that stuff. But a lot of good things happening. We got new shows covering new events. All exciting stuff. Smiley's back, and you now call her Push Button. Push Button. See, how did she get named Push Button, by the way?
Don't you see her when you walk in? She's like this.
She's always working.
She looks like the mad scientist. So I say, good morning. Good morning. She doesn't even look up. I said, what are you doing? I'm doing da-da-da-da. And her fingers never stop.
Well, my OCD with you is like insane because you did all these beautiful posts and this voice in my head says, read them before you post them. And you would not have read them. I know. You'd have been like, fine, put them out. But then we had that little edit we had to do.
What is she talking about?
Do you ever read anything before you put it out? No.
No.
I know you don't.
You know why I don't read it?
Why?
Because there's an edit button on everything you put out. You hit the edit button, you can change words.
Yeah,
You know that?
except when you have
You gotta proofread it before you publish it.
Thank you. So I was
I don't know how to
proofreading
read.
something, and I'm like, ugh, I hate when I'm so OCD that I proofread everything, but then I'm glad when I do.
Yeah.
So it just takes me a little bit longer to. I know it's like 1,000,010 things going on in my head.
Move
have
that
to
mic
double
closer.
check.
I had to
She's
double
3.
check what?
You have to double check your work before you publish it. That's like the #1 school rule. Like check your homework before you turn it in.
I didn't go. I've been out of
He
school.
didn't go to
for
school.
I've been out of school for over 40 years. So back in the day.
No comment.
That's not true. I guess it is true.
It is true.
Wow.
Exactly 40 years ago.
Wow.
Back in the day, NYU taught us put it out and don't regret doing it. And if you have to make adjustments, you do. That's what they do.
Really? Is that how you learn?
That's how I learned.
Look at her face. She's like, can't teach that to kids
Interesting.
nowadays.
This coming from the pharmacists of Publix.
I'm so glad we've got this great crew in today. Oh, and look who's back. Commissioner Gordon is back in the house.
How are you, Commish?
Should I move
Hey, move it over. Move it closer. Yeah.
We're gonna work on your confidence. You got this.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back.
Did you miss us? You must have if you called.
Yeah.
I don't understand you. I said come into studio and you miss us and you stay away.
I tried calling you, but I don't think. it
And
was
we're
my
back
phone
to that
number.
again.
So he finally called me, which, it's what I
Word.
tell people all the time. Just
Michael, you ever have a hard time finding me?
No,
Right. You just say Freddie and I respond, right?
exactly.
I don't understand how this guy couldn't find me.
I don't know.
What'd
Even
you
his
do?
dad couldn't. What I do?
what'd you
Even
do?
his dad couldn't find
did
you.
Something.
Hey, welcome back. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to have you back. The full
good to be
editing
back.
crew. Smiley's in the house. We got prom queen on the board. How's it feel to be
She's
running
not
board?
prom queen. Don't call her
It's
that.
weird, but I feel okay back here.
Someone told us they just feel when they're in control. It's like they're flying the plane.
Yeah, it is
Wow.
kind of like flying. I'm very much like, I don't know.
You're
And don't let
powerful.
your arms get tired.
Yeah, I feel very powerful right now.
It's not as hard as everyone says, right? Nothing scary about it.
I feel like I could do this all the time now, actually.
got
Well,
this.
well,
She's
you can
jinxing
do
herself.
you can do this part. There's another part.
I'm gonna show.
Yeah.
We'll show
The
you the next part.
downloading of the elements.
Yes.
Things that I texted them to you the night before. and
Yes,
then you
but
download.
I'm pretty sure Heather's walked me through that before.
Okay. No-
or maybe
no
I've seen Jay do that.
No problem.
I've watched someone
Easy.
do that.
We show you the download and you just pop it in,
Yeah.
and it's just another element, which is
But
pretty
this
cool
is fun.
to do.
I like this.
We
I'm
are
having fun.
at your mercy. Are you a woman of power?
Yes.
You like
What?
you like to
Her?
be in control?
She is the
Of
power.
course. Please.
Then this
You should
job
play
is
the
for you.
song "Snap."
I don't know that song.
I got the power.
Oh,
What song is this?
banger.
It's an old song from like back in the '90s.
I remember
We
that
need to
song.
play
Me
it
too.
after the show.
Yeah,
remember
it's
it
called-
too.
I have it actually. It's by a group called Snap.
You were telling us that song. Now, I am so not into their music. I'm so, I don't know who sing. I can't, they're probably not singers. They're groups, right? They're not
Yeah.
bands anymore. They're groups.
Yeah.
The group that rented your old house to make a music
2
video.
Chainz and Mulatto for their Thick music video. When we were living in Atlanta, they actually used our house for the music video.
You guys know Two
Wow.
Chainz Mulatto?
Yeah.
Apparently
Yeah,
it's
I
two
didn't-
groups.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and Natty P also used our music video.
Oh,
I think it's
wow.
Unforgettable was the
That's
music
a
video.
time.
Oh, for back, yeah.
Maddie B.
Maddie P.
Yeah, but if you know the one where it's the.
Were you in it?
No, but they used our house.
Their
would've
house
been-
is like
I would've
amazing.
I would have said I have to be in it.
Well, you know,
Cameo.
we also used the house in Atlanta for a Tubi movie called Twisted House Sitter.
Huh.
So if you go and find those, you can actually see where my family used to live, actually, back in the day.
Wow.
So what is it, like on historical sites or something?
Yeah, it's like film registry.
So should we
so cool.
register the studios for film registry?
We could.
We should.
We shouldn't.
we should.
We
yeah.
shouldn't?
We should.
It's
Why?
a good credit.
Scary.
Like,
Yeah,
I
it
just
could be so
recently-
cool.
I recently
They
found
pay
a
you.
1940s train car near Meisner Park that we could use for like a train scene for one of our films. It's actually at this train.
Did
museum.
you register this?
No, but I'm always, you know how I'm always driving around?
Yeah.
I find these locations that we can use for
All right. So
free.
why don't you register the studio with the Film or whatever America? See if they'll use it.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Did,
What?
because I think we talked about this once before. Remember when we were talking about the building of the Titanic?
Yeah.
And they built their studio for millions of dollars. What happened to it after they built it?
Well, some sets, like for example, when they built the ship, they actually built the ship all the way down to the keel on one side.
Right.
So in Baja, right? So that when the
Is
wind
that
would,
where they built it in Baja?
Yeah, and so
I didn't
when
know.
the wind would blow, it would blow the steam in that direction. So,
But what
so
did
it
they
looked
do
like-
with it? Is it still
You're
They
all
there?
going
knocked
to give
it
me a
down.
nervous breakdown
Okay,
today.
why do they knock it down?
Because the money wise, for example, there's one of Cameron's films called The Abyss. If you guys ever remember it.
I remember the movie.
Well, when they finished, they were so over budget that they couldn't afford to strike the set, so they just left it there. So if you go to Gaffney, South Carolina, you can actually find the remains of the set.
In the ocean?
No, they built it in a half-built nuclear power plant that was abandoned, that never got finished building. So they
Really?
filmed the whole set there.
See, I would turn that into like a site where people can go and visit.
Yeah, like a museum,
Like
right?
a museum.
Yeah.
Like the town of Spectre.
You know, no
from
wonder
Big
why you
Fish
were a
is still
pharmacist.
there.
You're a pharmacist?
No, pharmacy tech.
That's what I was thinking.
See, what's the difference between a pharmacist and a pharmacy tech?
Well, you have to actually get a
degree.
yeah, a
Yeah,
Why?
PhD to be a
Why?
pharmacist.
Why?
Because you need.
Why? Because then
Elon Musk is the president of this country. He wasn't elected either.
But also,
He always finds a way to get the politics in, and then we say, "Why are we talking about politics?" He goes, "You brought it up. I didn't bring it up. You brought it
I'm
up."
saying she's
the
a
elephant in the room."
pharmacist. She says a pharmacy tech.
Tech,
A tech
yes.
holds it in the left hand, the pill, and the pharmacist holds it in the right. That's the only
No.
difference I see.
Are you allowed to touch medication as a tech?
yeah, so I would count the medication. I would type up the prescriptions. I would
They
get
left that in your hands.
not necessally like we
Her
get like
feet,
a little
not her hands,
spatula
her
to like
feet.
count. Or
No, I don't mean literally in your hands. I meant they.
You put it in your feet?
I mean the responsibility.
Did you fill the bottles with your toes?
yeah, like it was my
Sorry, that's on
responsibility to do that. But then the pharmacist checks it
You're
to make sure
cute.
it's correct.
That's so.
It's
funny.
no different than a doctor and a medical
nurse?
assistant. What is that called? The one that runs the real doctor. What's her name? His name?
The doctor.
The doctor's one.
And then
Practitioner.
the physician,
PAs,
the nurse.
physician's assistants.
That one.
Yeah.
Physician assistant. They're the ones that do everything. I went to
Yeah.
the
Pretty
doctor
much.
yesterday. The physician assistant did everything to me. Doctor comes in and says, "Did you do this? And you should do yes."
Yeah.
You know, you guys ever watch, was it Dawn of the Dead, the original one?
Yeah, they had doctors in there.
Well, no, but I'm saying you're bringing up, pharmacy things, but I've actually been
Do me
to
a
the
favor.
mall
Can you
from
close that door, please?
That's
Oh,
up
wow.
in Monroeville.
What does that have to do with a pharmacist?
Because you guys are talking about film sets that are still available from earlier. So you can actually go to them in Monroeville in Pennsylvania. And actually,
So there are all sorts of sets that are left behind.
Yeah, so.
Interesting.
Or they
you know
use
that?
real locations.
Like abandoned sets.
Yeah. Like, the town from Big Fish.
Yeah.
That's still available. Like the Hunger Games was
His
filmed mostly
mic
in
you want to
Atlanta.
turn up also on the pod. Match
So, like,
Stone.
You know,
I think
the
he's
town
5.
from the Hunger Games?
Yeah.
That's because he's playing.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, so you can go visit those places.
We should take a trip.
All right, so Gordon, I gotta ask you, what you been doing in all this time since we haven't seen you? It's been
What the
3
hell have you
months.
been
You've been
doing?
chasing
Really?
Two-Face.
What have
What
you
have you been doing?
Nothing really. Just
Nothing
trying
really.
to find a job, and it's hard to find a job.
Where are
these
you
days.
looking to find a job?
I'm using my job coach to help me find one.
Oh, okay.
We've been applying, and I had a phone call, but I froze up when that person called, and he said, "Did you look at the job description?" And I did, but I don't know.
What was it for? Being like a pharmacy tech?
No, it was a videographer, but I think they wanted someone with more experience than I.
Well, that's going to be the problem for all of you guys in here. You need more experience.
Yeah.
That's why we have to put you in a lot of different situations.
All right.
That's why I'm always pursuing new things to film and edit.
Well, you have to up your game in filming, and now you have to up your game in production, and then you put that together, and then you do the filming.
Yeah.
And that's the recipe.
Well, welcome back. Job market's not easy out there, huh?
No.
Ellie, you graduated, right?
Yes,
You did?
I did.
When?
In December.
We should have a party.
Oh.
How come
A
you
late
didn't
party.
tell us? You could have had a party.
I did tell
Did
you.
we have a party?
Didn't you miss the smiles? I know. She's got it's great energy.
Hold on a second.
What are you like on
What's
coffee?
with this hot dog? I'm confused.
This is me.
That's
You are a hot dog?
He's an award wiener.
Ow. That's when we first started doing the show, we had this contest. How do you eat your hot dog? Do you eat it with mustard or ketchup?
Uh-huh.
She was mustard, I was ketchup.
Oh.
I won.
Is it
I
weird
really
if I say
like
both?
ketchup. Both is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, can I say both?
Well, this has both.
I've been. Oh,
Mike,
But
you have a
that was the
Costco
kind-
card?
it doesn't have
You
both.
have a Costco card?
No, but I shop at Aldi's.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
Aldi's
best.
good.
we
That's
should
the
go get
best.
some of my hot dogs and make hot dogs here today. You have a hot dog cooker? From
No, I don't. I actually have a pop-up hot dog toaster.
Oh, see that?
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
What do you do? You stick them in and they like
Yeah.
pop up?
Wait a minute.
We
You
make
don't
hot
need a
dogs
hot
today?
dog cooker. You take the microwave and you boil water and you put them in water.
Have you ever just made them in the microwave? Did you find the sound effects?
Yes.
You're gonna microwave hot dogs? I'm not touching that.
You've never done that? Like if you put a slit in the front and then it opens up like a boat.
In desperate times, yes, I have.
Time out. Boiling water in a microwave is boiled water.
No, you're telling me you put the hot dog in the microwave.
No.
I've
You
done that
boil the
too.
water.
I've done that too,
You
but
boil the water. You can't put them in water in a microwave. It just boils the water and the hot dog gets cooked. The hot dog's already
water?
cooked.
microwave dog water.
Michael, I feel like I need to get a crock pot so we can make hot dogs today for lunch.
No, you don't
Well,
need
I
a
have mine
crock
back
pot.
home.
We don't need that. All we need is to boil water.
And then what do you do with the boiled water?
And then at the end of the boiled water, you throw it in the toilet.
No, I mean, wait. You boil the water. What do you do with the hot dogs? Put them in
Put
the
it
boiled
in
water?
there.
Yeah, that's actually
Like
how they
6.
do it on,
And how long do
on
they
the New York
sit?
streets. is
Thank
they-
you, Michael.
How long do they boil?
Thank you. Until it, 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Not even.
Yeah, that's the old-fashioned way they did it. But see, like what I've got
Wow.
is I've got this there's this company out there called Nostalgic Electronics. They're the guys that do those little popcorn machines, the vintage ones.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a toaster where you put the buns in the side and then 2 hot dogs.
Yes, but we don't
Which is-
have that.
Let's go get
I
one.
do.
We don't need to
I
do
think we should
that.
get
Just
hot
boil
dogs
the
today.
water.
You want hot dogs for lunch?
Oy.
You want a hot dog for lunch, Gordon?
Sure.
We
They
should,
also
like-
have like a hot dog steamer thing.
But hold
too.
on, because the pharmacist here, Miss Smiley, won't eat them because they're in a microwave.
No, I'm not picky. I'm not a pharmacist. I was a pharmacy technician.
Okay,
Was.
pharmacy technician
My
is a
license
P.
expired.
Do you
How
know
did
that
you even get
pharmacy is spelled without an F?
It's
Yes.
a PH, yeah.
Yes.
So is elephant?
Freddie.
I
He
have an
likes
elephant
just
on my
messing with you guys.
bracelet. It's so funny.
Freddie.
An elephant. It has no F.
Yeah.
Do you
Isn't
guys
that
know
weird?
what the only
PH.
living relative of an elephant is?
The bear.
Manatee.
Wow.
All right,
I guess I could. Yeah, I
Because
could
if
see
you look
that.
at their fins, they have the same toes.
Fun
toenails.
fact with Michael.
So how do you make your hot dog? When you have at home, how do you make it?
Go to Costco.
Either on the grill.
The easy
When
way.
I was a kid growing up, I was like the biggest foodie when I was a kid, which is why I'm so not a foodie now. I loved food, and my body didn't respond really well to me loving food. But I would take the hot dogs, and I would slice it in the middle, and then if you slice the ends and you put them in the microwave, it opens up like a flower.
Yeah, butterflied.
So you get like a flower butterfly hot dog in the microwave, and then I would put cheese on it, like Velveeta, which you don't like
I
as
love
cheese, and then they would put it in a piece of white bread. This was like snack when I get home from school, and eat it with ketchup. So I had this floured hot dog with Velveeta on white bread with ketchup. Hence my foodiness, why I don't do foodiness now.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, yeah, I'm not.
What
opposed
about
to
that?
trying
What
that.
about that as a healthy,
All of it.
nutritional meal for
All of it.
for a kid coming home from school?
All
Which
of it.
part of it?
all of it. All
The
of
white bread, the
All of it.
ketchup, the Velveeta.
it. All of it.
That's
Okay,
typical
let's on.
kid
But it would
meal.
open up
No
like a
beans?
flower. I
No
thought was
beans?
No
really
beans,
cool.
no rice.
We could do
lentils.
Barbecue
Not
beans.
lentils.
I
Baked
No,
beans,
lentils
right?
are
Lentils
staple.
will not come to my hot dog.
well, okay, yeah, no, not.
But
on beans though.
beans, yes, a lot of beans.
So I'm
Now,
actually working
Like, what's
on
your favorite kid snack? What's your snack, like your go-to when you were a kid growing up? You come home from school.
I don't know. I really like chips, but we just didn't snack a lot. My mom just never bought snacks like that. But I really like salt and vinegar chips.
Now I
And
have
pickles.
to watch the carbs. So do you remember that green thing that was in here?
Green.
Oh, it's ever so descriptive.
That big green thing. It was huge. And nobody wanted it. Look, the zucchini.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yes, big green thing. I'm thinking a green egg, a toaster,
They
a
brought it in.
pillow,
They-
a
It
It was the
zucchini.
Your
size
fat-
of my arm.
That big green thing,
Your fan
zucchini.
club brought it in.
Yes, he brought it in.
So I brought them home, and Linda made zucchini chips. Right? And I looked it up. There are no carbs, very little bit of carbs, and then there's this thing that you put them on. And so I had 3 carbs or 1 carb for like 12 of them. And now, do I eat zucchini?
What you do? Slice them and fry them?
Yeah. I don't know if they're fried. I think they microwave or they put in that hot machine. What's that machine?
fryer?
The air fryer.
Air fryer. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I don't even like zucchini. I didn't think I did.
What's
and
your
that reminds me of the
go-to?
chips.
So that's your go-to. What's your go-to snack
As a kid or no?
as a kid?
As a kid, fruit snacks.
And now,
No.
Fruit snacks that really don't have any fruit in them.
Like gummies growing up.
don't
Um,
criticize.
And now?
And now,
and now, I don't know, probably an apple.
I have
Maybe
that.
carrot.
You put peanut butter on it.
Cheese.
No.
No, try with
I
peanut
don't know.
butter.
I'll just go in the
Alright.
fridge and take like a cheese and just eat that.
Yeah.
I do that too. Do you know they
I love
laugh at
cheese.
me?
Why?
Because I eat cheese, right? Or I take a piece of bread, put some mayo on it, slap that cheese in there, and make a cheese
Who
sandwich.
cares? Free will. You can eat whatever you want.
You know, I've actually got
I
a
would eat
panini
that.
press back home.
How long
No.
does cheese last for? We've got the cheese
Forever.
from the barbecue. Is it still good?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. What's your go-to snack, Layla?
I love a good Dorito.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know it's basic, but you give me a bag of Doritos.
What do you put on it?
I'm nothing.
Cheese,
No.
beans.
What?
What?
Do you know that
You ever,
Doritos
you ever
were
had beans on a
invented by
Dorito?
Disney?
I don't
What?
think so.
Try it.
Disney invented the first
Try
Doritos.
it.
I guess
You're
I'll
gonna
try it.
love
What?
it.
What?
Which beans though?
So they have
Wait.
a restaurant there
White
that
beans.
they have these baked
Black beans, white
tortilla
Yeah.
beans,
chips
any
that
kind
they
of
didn't
bean.
know what
I
to
mix
do
them
with
up.
it. And so the guy who was there
Put some
actually
ham in
founded
them.
the
How many
Frito-Lay
conversations are we
company
having
in
at the same time?
Texas.
I did not know that. But yeah,
This is what my
I'm
brain
pretty
sounds
simple.
like.
I like a good Dorito. I don't know.
How about
Actually,
you?
have you guys ever seen where Frito-Lay is based on the back of the bag?
Where?
Plano, Texas. I used to live there for 15 years. That's
It
also where Dr. Pepper's bottling plant is.
They have a lot there. All right,
They
how about you,
moved it.
Michaela?
I typically go for apples and peanut butter.
Apples and peanut butter.
Apples and peanut butter.
Wow, I was like the worst snacker when I was a kid growing up. We had all this stuff in my house. We used to call it junk food, but now it's whatever it is.
What are you talking about?
We used to have a
Snacks and
cabinet.
snacks.
We used to have a cabinet that the whole neighborhood would come over to our house because no one else was allowed all this junk like we did. There were like ding dongs and Twinkies and
Oh,
ring
yeah.
dings
I
and
had
and then
those.
the Entenmann's chocolate covered donuts and
I had
Pop Tarts and
I had those too.
now my parents were in the medical field. My dad was a pediatrician. The fact that we had all of this junk in my house growing up is unbelievable. But the whole neighborhood would come over
I
and eat.
grew up. I didn't grow up with people saying it's no good for you. Twinkies was a fan's favorite. The
Ring
ding
dings.
dongs, the ring dings, all that
Do they
stuff.
still make those?
Yeah, they do.
You remember the
just
Hostess.
don't like
Yeah,
Apple
now
pie.
Twinkies are like indestructible. And you
They
can, like,
last
You
forever.
can bury them.
Yeah,
They're like
there's-
still there.
actually, there was there's a scene in one of the Terminator movies where the guy's eating a Twinkie.
Yes, like they're like the apocalyptic food.
Yeah, they're
They
forever.
can make the they can make it.
Do you remember the apple pie in the dish? It was a red and white box, American Pie. Remember those?
Yeah.
I used to love those.
I think McDonald's makes great apple pies.
They
Oh,
do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's warm, yeah. I like those.
They used to have the salad at McDonald's. You used to stir it up.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
cups.
Really,
Wendy's has good salads.
My food choice was so bad growing up. We could be on our way to
Why?
Hebrew school and stop at McDonald's
must
to
have
the
been fun
drive-through
back in
and
the
get
day.
French fries and apple pies on the way to Hebrew school.
You must have been fun. Oh,
I
you
just
you
ate
could
a
still
lot
go
of
to
food.
Hebrew school and eat.
I used to go to Hebrew school and eat, yes, and have hot dogs and eat. It's like, really, was that my life? I know.
I go and I take 2 hot dogs home from Costco. Watch out, baby. You stand back if you don't want to get hurt, because I'm gonna load her up.
We should make hot dogs today, Michael.
I had a chicken bake the other day from Costco. It was very
How is
good.
it?
It's very good.
I never.
It's my second
I'm
time
actually
having it.
working on a, was it smoked sausages with sauerkraut and like sour cream and mustard.
Yeah, that sounds good.
On East Tremont, Joe Sada and me, we took the gang out to have hot dogs with a truck on East Tremont. We go there, the guy's name was Joe. And we said, Joe, can you feed? And there must have been 20 of us. And he looked, he says, well, maybe. We bought every hot dog he had in the truck. Joe paid for all of it.
Nice.
Unbelievable. And I said to him, can you make every hot dog different? He said, Freddie, what do you think I have? A truck here? I got the little sauerkraut. But those what they call it, dirty water dogs?
Yeah, the hot
Delicious.
dogs.
Delicious. Delicious. Those are boiled in water.
What's up, Gordon?
What? Nothing.
You thinking?
Is that why
No.
they're called dirty?
Nothing?
Like, back in the
Layla's
day
in
when I used
control.
to grill my hot dogs, I used to have this little roller thing. So it's like it'd roll back and forth over the grill grate. So like like the convenience store rollers. So you would do that, but you could also use it for corn on the cob.
I love corn.
Now, do you guys do Mexican corn on the cob? You know what I'm talking
You
about?
mean like
they put
Mexican
mayo
steak
on
corn?
Inside
it.
is-
All right, I have
Yeah.
a question.
Yeah.
You do that?
I went
I'm
up.
a foodie.
I got a question.
I was
went up-
born in Mexico.
You were?
Yes,
What?
Mexico City.
You're Mexican?
Well, Colombian, but yeah, I was born in Mexico.
You're Colombian?
Yes.
But you born in Mexico?
I'm Jewish. I was born in Mexico, and I'm Colombian.
You're like the United Nations.
You speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Do you speak Spanish?
Sí, yo hablo español.
Oh my God.
Where have you been?
What is wrong with you people?
What's wrong with you?
You know, we've been looking for somebody to do the elements for a Spanish show. Lucky's
She doesn't
show.
edit very well, she said.
It doesn't. I don't have to edit. You can
In
help him
progress.
edit what I need done.
You just need to listen to the
And you
audio
speak
and let him know
Spanish,
what
right?
it's saying.
Yes.
And you're Latina too, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Whoa! Look, you got a haircut, Mod Squad.
You cut your hair? Oh wow, you got a 1.
Mod Squad, look who's here.
That's a 3.
Hey.
Commish. I feel like Batman all over.
G-Man's in the house. That's a
This
3.
is a walking book.
I know. I'm glad she's back.
What can I say? Got a lot to say.
How'd you end up in Mexico? Because you're Colombian.
So my dad's Jewish, but he lives in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
So my family's from Mexico, and my mom lived in Colombia, born and raised, and then she just met him online and then flew to Mexico.
Wow.
And then
So
Your
how the
mom
hell
and
you
your
end
dad
up
I was
here?
going to go to Hebrew school too, but
No, don't do that because you eat hot dogs. So how did you end
I don't
up
need
here?
ham though.
How did you end up here?
So my parents got divorced. And then I ended up coming here.
This gets-
It's okay. Mic drop. It's okay. Yeah.
This
Are you
gets
here with your mom?
Yes.
Because your dad's still in Mexico.
Yes.
Got you.
And my sister is
But
here
your
too.
dad is Jewish.
Yeah, but
and
my
your
mom
mom?
converted though.
She converted because you're really based by your mother. So what was
Right.
your mother before she converted?
Catholic.
So you're Catholic.
Not really.
Well, you're a Catholic convert.
Well, you know, in the Jewish law, if the mom is Jewish, your kids are Jewish. So my mom converted and changed her name.
We're going to talk about that off the air. But it doesn't matter what you are. I'm just saying. It's interesting.
Okay. Look who's here. +1's in.
-1.
I like
Minus
this shirt.
1?
I got a question for you. Michael found a cable in the theater that belongs to a camera. And I can't find the converter that it goes to.
Gulp.
I'm
The
going to
one
show
in the
you
middle.
out of it.
It's the one
So
that left
right
in the
there in the
middle of the
middle.
floor that almost gave me a heart attack. Because we left Michael in control of all of the cameras.
So I don't know what he
And
did.
he's like, what's this? I'm like, don't touch anything else.
Comes in with a cable.
No, like, that doesn't look like it should be there.
And then I see him in the boxes. I'm like, no, we're going to wait.
So are we going to be renting the studio from now on?
Who are we renting it to?
Whoever wants to talk to the people.
Yes, if you want to use our studio for your own services, please let us know.
Well, you know, Michael's a public service.
We've got a lot of food events coming up. So who's the foodie?
Who likes food?
Everyone's
Guilty.
liking food. Do you see who's
Are
on
you a
board, by
chef?
the
Do you
way?
cook?
I'm trying to learn. If you've got some recipes, let me know.
Yeah, well, I'm
Well,
looking
she's
for it.
Spanish and she cooks. And
I'm
she's
looking for
Jewish.
this
It's a whole
weekend,
bunch of
too.
stuff.
Since I'm going up to Melbourne to get my friend Gabriella, and we're gonna go to this pirate museum in Cocoa
When are
Village.
you going to Melbourne?
Saturday.
I'm going too. You want to meet me up there?
Sure, I will be in Cocoa Village.
I don't know where.
You know where Cocoa Beach is?
Yeah, I know that's too far north. I'm further
Satellite
south.
Beach? Is that right next to it?
Who?
Satellite Beach?
Yeah, there's a dish.
close, right?
There's a dish there on the beach.
Mm.
Satellites.
Right.
Ready to wrap this up? We got some things to do. We got a 30-minute morning show out of it. Nice job, Layla.
Thanks.
She found some sound effects, and she's going to learn how to download elements.
Do you see the one on the FBI knock the door?
I think there's still some elements in there from the other day.
There's
Do you have one?
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. That's the one for doing.
Do you see one in there with a pedicure on the downloads on the videos?
Pedicure?
It's the pedicure. I think it was an element she downloaded yesterday.
I think she takes them off because you have
No.
to take them off the board.
I don't.
All right, we'll find some things. We sent some stuff over for the May Day. We've got at Salazar's coming in today. We're going to talk about the release of his new podcast show that launches Monday.
Who's doing that?
Heather.
Now, did you know that this one over here, she also does crystals?
I love that.
What kind of crystals is it?
Selenite.
She knows stuff.
I went to the coolest place the other day. It's called the Soulful Steep in Pompano. I wanted to do a shoot there. Crystals were amazing. There were so
Wow.
many things in there. There was even a crystal crown. I wasn't sure if it was
Oh,
a
I love
necklace
that.
or a crown, but I thought the amount of power in that,
Did you put it on?
I might run away or levitate. I'm not
If
quite
you
sure what
want,
it
I
was.
can teach you how to grow them.
They had all different crystals, and I wasn't sure which one I wanted, or it was way too
Or did
powerful.
you put the crown on?
No,
Why not?
because I could have gone to a whole nother stratosphere, and then you would have never
Another
seen
portal.
me again.
Oh, stop it. You know, I want to go. I want to put it on.
Sometimes it's a different
away.
types are really
vibration.
powerful.
You
Exactly.
feel it,
If there's
yeah.
like 10 of the same one,
You start
a
to
lot.
feel it.
Start to feel what?
You need to get some
Hold on.
crystals.
We're
Let
gonna
me
call them and see if we
hold
can
on,
go
hold
on a
on.
shoot down
Let me
there.
See, let me see if I feel something. Let me see.
That's protection.
This is gonna protect you.
Let me see if I
So
feel protected.
Dawn, if you want, I can teach you how to grow them.
I actually heard if you put it on the top of like the door, like that's like
You
the
need to
best
show
place
me
to
things,
get
like magic
protection in the whole
mushrooms.
room. Like if you tape it up or something.
I'm feeling it.
You're feeling it.
I see green people in here. You know what I say about green people?
Join us midday. Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. We'll see you in a little bit.
Don't be late.
Oh. True. This one? Yeah. Yay! Oh no.
For listening to the Brooklyn. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.